Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Man City midfielder Bernardo Silva, as it has been reported that the City baller is out of reach for Barcelona this summer. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Ilya Shakomach, as it has been reported that Leeds United are set to sign the 18-year-old Barca forward. AC Milan, Sevilla are also showing interest. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. According to the latest report from Ferran Martinez of Mundo Deportivo, the possibility of Barcelona signing Bernardo Silva has slowed down. The Portuguese international is no longer a viable option for the Catalans and he is said to be out of reach. Xavi Hernandez was said to be a big fan of the player's profile and viewed him as the perfect signing to boost the team's creativity on the field. Given Barcelona's dependency on Ousmane Dembele and Pedri to crank up on defenses, Silva appeared to be the right solution. However, the obstacle that has broken talks appears to be the price tag. Reports say that Manchester City demand a fee of at least 80 million euros, given the player's contractual obligation until 2025. That fee, quite clearly, is one that Barcelona cannot get anywhere close to. The wounds of financial mismanagement of the club are still fresh, giving Barcelona little leeway in terms of expenditure. Joan Laporta and Matteo Alemany traveled to Porto earlier yesterday to hold talks with Josh Mendes. Silva's future is said to be one of those agendas of discussions, though the possibility of it happening is very, very slim. The 28-year-old has started 25 Premier League games for Pep Guardiola's side this season, scoring 4 goals and providing 5 assists in the process. Further, he has created 5 big chances and averages 1.1 key passes per game. Since joining Manchester City in 2017, the Portuguese international has scored 52 goals and provided 56 assists in close to 300 games for the Premier League champions. Thus, it is understandable why the English club see him as an indispensable part of the team. Come June, Barcelona will likely target players at the end of their contracts who can arrive on free transfers. Ilkay Gundogan, Silva's teammate in Manchester, is one of the names on the table that tempts Xavi the most. Of course, Bernardo Silva, have long been linked with Barcelona. And looking at the reality of things, let's be honest, moving for Bernardo Silva to be successful will be so difficult. We all know what we are currently going through financially. And knowing fully well that, yes, Xavi really likes Bernardo Silva's profile and really wants him to join the club if possible. But there is no possibility in that. That's just the bitter truth. Right now, I don't think midfield is that department that we should have any worry. Laporta himself said it some few weeks ago that midfield is a department that Barca will have less worry on because the midfield is really strong enough compared to the other departments. Like we need a right back, we need a striker. I think most of the areas that need strengthening are in the forward and in the defensive areas of the pitch. Midfield, we already have Frankie de Jong, Frank Casey, Pedri and Gavi. Even though we know Busquets might leave, which means Barca are likely to sign another DM or another midfielder to replace him. And of course, if players like Bernardo Silva is out of reach, there are other players that Barca have been linked with who are free agents come end of the season, like Ilkay Gundogan, the teammate of of Bernardo Silva. Ilkay Gundogan is another player that Barca eyeing so strongly as his contract will expire come end of the season. Unless Ilkay Gundogan sign his new contract, until he signs a new contract, Barca will continue to show so much interest in him. So let's just keep fingers crossed because honestly, reports are to be believed that Bernardo Silva's purchase will be very, very impossible. His price tag, which is almost 100 million euros, is deemed as impossible, out of reach at all for Barcelona. Barca can't go ahead to dry up their finances just because they want to sign Bernardo Silva in midfield. And ironically, midfield, a place where Barca should have less concern about when it comes to their transfers come June. And just imagine, Barca cannot even take such a risk to spend such a huge amount of money. Even if they do, they cannot. In fact, there will be no space on their wage bill to even accommodate him because the salary that he would demand will quite be high as well. Then on to the next story of discussion. Late yesterday evening, rumors came out of Barca suggesting that Ilya Sakomash is all set to leave the club on the free. The forward is looking for a new challenge elsewhere after failing to make a breakthrough in the senior side. With his current contract expiring at the end of the season, Leeds United, Sevilla and AC Milan were credited as potential suitors. Mundo Deportivo has now offered an update on the future of the young Barca starlet. It appears the player is in advanced talks with Leeds United over a potential move to Elland Road this summer and could even be finalized by the end of the month. Akhomatch is rated highly in the Barca camp, but one major reason why he has fallen out of favor under Xavi is that he has refused to extend his contract. The 18-year-old wants to move away from Camp Nou in an attempt to seal regular game time. As per the report, Leeds United are not the only club interested in the services. Sevilla and AC Milan have also contacted Akomash over the possibility of the summer switch. Leeds United, though, are the frontrunners in the race to sign the Barca young star. Although the Premier League outfit are currently flirting with relegation, the players' entourage believe they will end up remaining in the English top flight. They are also planning to complete negotiations by the end of March. However, should Leeds United get relegated, they are expected to discuss Akoma's future once again. As for Barca, Akomash will not be the only young player departing Camp Nou this summer. The youngster will be joined by Victor Barbera, who is set to move to Club Brugge. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.